I'm sorry. It's so obvious now. It's so obvious. So yes, welcome back everybody. This was the obvious choice of how to get two guns in the space I had, instead of the loop-de-dis that I did with the conveyors. Whoops. I was pretty sure I could get two guns, and then I had a total brain fart during the episode and couldn't figure it out. Anyway, wow, there's a new sound effect for the jetpack that is really annoying every time it starts up. You guys might not be able to hear it in the video, but I can. It's terrible. We also got a new update. Pretty cool. So in the last episode, I was talking about how, you know, having like 4 pages of like armor would be a pain in the butt. Well, we got 4 pages of let's see, 1, 2, carry the... Yeah, we got a lot more armor pieces. They're good. I actually do like them. Or I like the angles and the stuff we'll be able to create with them. And yeah. So we officially have kind of the 2x1 ramp mod pack, I guess it was. Having never experimented much with mods, I never actually tried them, but it will allow for some new, unique, or different designs, basically, that we couldn't create before. It might also help with, like, my beams things, because as I found, I could only really do, like, 45-degree angles in line with the grid. I couldn't do, like... Oh, God, you're loud. I'm sorry I got so close. I couldn't really do, like, diagonals out. So, yeah, it might allow for some cool new shapes. I haven't played around too much with any of it yet to really see what you can do. And they just did a bug fix or hot fix. So we should be able to put them on small ships now. When they first released it, it was not available. And they were creating some weird little glitchiness in the blocks, too. Some of them, if you'd place it... Oh, that's kind of weird, too. What are you? That must be one of the ones that changes shape, I think, to conform. Anyway, a lot of that stuff I'll have to play around with. Today we got our first cargo ship. It's a tiny little guy, and it was a pretty failed attempt at getting it, in my opinion. I did terrible. Terrible shooting, terrible everything. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. But here it is. It's kind of sitting on the floor, kind of damaged stuff. So I wanted to figure out a way that we could process these things, because I would like to capture them from time to time. Alright, we're gonna... wait. Okay, dampeners are off. Let's just pulse a little bit to get off the floor. Nope, I still burnt a hole in the floor. It's okay, don't worry about it. See, I'd like to find a way, or I'd not find a way. I'd like to make a way for us to harvest these guys, and I want to do it differently than I did, or we did in the cooperative series, where we made that giant, the GOD, the Grinders of Doom. That was fun, and it was a cool little big contraption. But I would like something a little lot smaller. A little lot smaller. So what I thought we could do is create a little ship similar to Molar, but instead of eating asteroids, it'll eat cargo ships. So I want to create a sensor-based one. And I have a rough idea on how I want to do it. I played around a bit of this in creative mode and got something I think might work. Like, I didn't get too involved in the... Let's bring that up. I didn't get too involved in the design, but just played around with some concepts to see. So with Molar, he's sensor-based, and I'm not going to worry about where the pivot point is on this thing. Let's see here. Yeah, he's sensor-based, and he rotates around using gyros. I want to make this thing sensor-based as well, but I don't actually want to use gyros for rotation. I'll try something a little different. I'm sure people have done this. I tend to stay in the dark about stuff in Space Engineers. I don't typically check out too much stuff other people have done, just because I know I like to take my time with things, and people will figure stuff out way before I would. And then if I just go check out everything, then I don't get to experience it myself. So I like to come up with things, but I'm sure I'm not the first one to do so, kind of thing, right? If that makes any sense. Alright, so the thing I don't like about sensors for small ships is the limited range. It's a lot easier to working with large ships on a block per block scale basis. I want some tubes. Tubes, please. Large tubes. So yeah, it's going to be a small ship. And originally I wanted to try to make it just one grinder, but I couldn't really get it to work, basically because of the limitations on the sensor fields. I think if I could have shrunk the sensor fields down more, it would have allowed... Well, you have terrible accesses. Size. How should we do this? We could do that. So, well, we'll just do this for now. This isn't going to work, but let's give you the rough idea, and then I might figure some more out off camera. Essentially, I want to do something like that. I wanted to just have one little grinder, but it's hard to get the sensor field in the exact spot you need it. Like, if I could make the sensor field basically the size of a small block, I think that would be perfect. So instead, I'm going to go a little bit more crude. So what I found was with just a single grinder, he would just get stuck. There'd be parts where he could sense stuff near him, but he wasn't grinding it, and then he was just hung up. So it wasn't really working out. It looks like I've run out of parts. Tortwing? Okay, you're over there. Are you in the bay? We're by the bay. Are you out by the bay? Bye. Bye-bye? Bay-bye? Okay. Stop talking. So I'm thinking 4 grinders would be good. And then we could put like a camera in the middle maybe for some remote control viewing pleasures. But this won't work. Well, it will work so far, but the other thing I want to do... Oh man, I don't know if you guys can hear that jetpack sound. Going insane! I want a connector out the back, because this thing is going to basically do what Molar does, and he's just going to grind and poop out the parts. So he's going to do that so that he doesn't actually have to have a large cargo or a large quantity of cargoes to hold all the parts of a cargo ship. He could just poop them out, and we'll collect them the same way we collect our ore with that thing. So we'll just position the cargo ship kind of down there, not too close to the asteroid, and let the gravity suck in the parts out of this guy. So to do that, I do need the big axis. There's the ejectors, which would connect. And right now we have it like this. So what? That only has four big doors, basically. But then the other sides have those little tiny doors. So I think what I'll have to do is make it a bit bulkier. And instead of having like curved cargoes, I'll probably have to have conveyors back here too. So I could use like medium cargo containers as well to give some extra space. But again, I don't really want to store stuff on him. I just want him to poop. It's not really helping, did it? Did it help at all? I know what we should do. I got it. I figured it out. Me, that's who. Okay. Sorry. A little insane, don't mind me. Why don't we do that instead? We don't even have to have them connected. We could have 4 independent little pooper things. Official term. So, let's, but I don't want... Tortwing, come to me. I need you. I need your parts. Sound of dolphin. I can't do a dolphin sound. Tortwing's apparently a dolphin. Here he comes. Okay. Yeah, if we did that 4 times, and then we gotta figure out some other stuff. Go figure. There's other stuff. Okay. Anyway. And I think there's another guy. Cargo ship out there. Chip needs work. I think what we'll do is we'll try to design like an actual fighter kind of thing, using the new angles and stuff that we have. And yeah, maybe we'll theme him after Chip. Maybe we'll kind of keep the look of Chip and maybe just give him a complete overhaul, or maybe we'll just make a separate ship. I'm not sure. Okay, but what happened to my grinder? I replaced it with something, didn't I? So then we do the same thing all around. Oh, of course. There's a lot of like placement issues in this game. There are some blocks that actually you can't even like place properly, like this connector. If you point here, like the connection point is on the side of the connector, like where that X is, but it's not a mount point, but that's a placement point. So to mount it, you have to actually have a block to the left of where you want to mount it, and then it'll connect to that one. Stupid. Little quirks, but I'm sure they'll get fixed eventually. So I'm trying to see where I have to place these to place that grinder properly. Alright, so we might as well rotate them in so they're all fancy. like so. Okay, so the way this thing will work, we're going to give it the bare minimums of a ship, so we'll give it some stabilization thrusters and whatnot. I don't even need this, guys. He's probably yelling at me. Why do you even have the conveyor block, you idiot? You're so dumb. You're so rude, all of you. I have feelings. Okay. Could do that. I might want to add in more than that just for length, but maybe not. We could keep them really tiny if we can. So we'll give them, yeah, thrusters each way and that stuff. And then the way we're going to control him, I'll try to figure out a good way to lay it out. For now, we're just gonna, this is a prototype. We're gonna have rotors. We're gonna create kind of some realistic torque with these thrusters, or more realistic. I need large steel tubes, please, sir. Me. Torquing. Ma'am. These things, please. 6 of them will do. So yeah, if we put a thruster here, when this thruster turns on, which we could do with overrides, it will provide thrust relative to the center of mass of the ship it's attached to. So it'll actually cause the ship to basically fly straight, but also turn to the left at the same time. So instead of a gyro that just rotates, this is almost equivalent to a gyro and a thruster override combined. So it'll provide forward thrust and also turn. So we'll do that on all 4 sides. And then I want to... Oh, come on, man. Come on, man. I just want to place some blocks. What do I have too much of? There we go. I'll be right back. I should really turn you around, Tortring. Do that all the way around. Oh, phenomenal block place. Oh, no, it did place right. I thought I placed it wrong. And I'm trying to keep it kind of away from stuff, because it will be a little unstable as well. Because these things are basically going to be hanging off the ship. So when we're flying it manually, it's going to be a little wonky. But that's okay, because it's not going to be designed for that. So we do that all the way around. And then we're going to provide some sensors. Now, I think the sensors are probably going to be best actually somewhere on the side over here. And we'll just need 4 of them, so we won't actually need like a center one or anything like that, which we had for like Molar. Like, he basically has a tilt up sensor, tilt down sensor, a tilt left, a tilt right, and then he has one for flying forward. Those are kind of his 5 basic sensors. This guy will only need 4, so each one's just going to turn on its own independent little thruster. And I'm hoping that will kind of allow him to square himself off. So he'll always try to fly towards something, and then once he finds it, he'll try to square himself off so that all 4 sensors are kind of interacting with the ship, or have a ship in its sensor. Okay, so let me put this together and try it out. Okay, I think that's all it needs. Sure, I forgot something. And I'm sure things aren't symmetrical. Hopefully they are. Let's turn on, what is it, the center of mass. So I don't think it takes into account the actual, like, parts yet. So even though we haven't, like, put anything in here yet, it doesn't matter. It still has its full mass, I think. I wonder if that'll ever get changed. Okay, so it looks like his center of mass is pretty much in the middle. I mean, like, the parts aren't completely symmetrical. Like, there's more parts on the bottom, so I think... So it's kind of low. Now we could offset it maybe by just putting some blocks. I don't think those did much. Probably blocks heavier than light armor, but anyway. It won't matter too much, I don't think. For the most part. They're still distributed enough around the center of mass that should still have the desired effect. So as you can see, these guys are kind of their own entity. So they're going to kind of apply thrust this way, which is actually going to cause rotation on the main ship, hopefully. So, I don't think he'll fit in there. Welders are supposed to be kind of bugged right now. Put that hole in the floor. With projectors anyway. Like they can... Blocks will be placed even though the projectors or the welders in the way. So he'll just like explode through projectors, I guess. So if we try to build something in the repair bay, like brand new from a blueprint, it would get destroyed, probably. I do want to get a permanent way to build small ships in here. So some, maybe like a large rotor to small rotor parts with a projector on it. And we'll use that as our kind of build point. And then we'll just have a stem or something that we either get rid of automatically or manually. Right. Let's get rid of the center of mass stuff now. So what we'll have to do, let's say better thumbnail. Don't stop working. Don't stop working. Oh, you got all the center parts. I still have the welding speed up quite a bit. Just so we can do it on camera a bit more. So we'll have to set up the sensors. They're going to be set up in a very similar way. So we'll just have, let's turn that on. Sensor fields. Hey, doggy. Good. So it's just basically going to project, I think, a little bit forward. And just in front of the grinders. And we're going to tell this thing to fly forward until it finds a large ship. Now that's going to be very dangerous. Because basically it'll fly, it has a, I don't know how you'd state it, but it doesn't have a, I don't know the terminology. It basically has no off switch. Like, it's not going to, if it doesn't find a ship, it doesn't stop looking for a ship. Like, Molar will stop looking for an asteroid. Like, he won't fly away unless there's an asteroid nearby. So if he gets far enough away from an asteroid, he's just going to spin around. He's not going to just go off into space, or he shouldn't. Where this guy very much could. So especially when he's done grinding the ship down, he's just going to go goodbye and fly away. And then never to be seen again. Actually, I hadn't thought of that. So there's a way we can resolve that. I think we're going to add a second set of sensors. So in line with this one. So each grinder will have 2. So we'll set up one sensor to look for a large ship and fly forward. Or something like that. We'll create some kind of condition that it checks. I'll figure it out in a moment. So that, yeah, one will go out, and if it sees a ship, then it will turn on the thruster, and then when it gets close enough, when the other sensor triggers, it'll turn that thruster off. So we'll make it so there's no way that it can fly forward unless there's a ship in front of it, kind of thing. If there's no ship in front of it, it will just stop, hopefully. Okay, so let me do all that, and I'll set up the sensor fields, and I'll show you what that looks like when it's all said and done. You're not done, Torwing. Okay, so you know those changes we made to the sensor fields for chip there? Uh-oh, losing power. It didn't work with Torwing here. I just exploded his large cargo. And he's all full of goop. So, whoops. I'll have to change those back. It also seems like we're running out of power here. I don't know if that's our reactors. Probably. Mobile station. Yeah, let's just turn that on. Suck some more juice in. Maybe that'll fix you. I don't know. Alright, well, I gotta repair Torwig now. I came in here to get some more, like, radio parts, because they're so huge. So I need some of those for the sensors and stuff. But anyway, I manually turned off the pistons. So I think what I should do is get out of here. And then... Okay, that still worked. That's good. So get out of here. I gotta get all that stuff that's floating inside out of the way. I don't know the best way to do that. Probably manually. And then we can turn on his projector. I'll change those and get it calibrated so it works with Tortwing here and doesn't explode his bellies like that. Well, that's a shame. We probably lost a lot of parts too. Hello, where are you, pots? Are they all like in one location? Or are they gone? I see nothing. Oh, I see some scrap. Gimme. Oh, there it is. Found it all. Okay, the other way I got it out last time was gravity assisted. Let's do that. Let's just turn dampers off so we're not like thrusting so vigorously. And then the parts won't get banged around so much. I put a cockpit there? Who knew? Oh god, don't hit the... I really don't remember putting that cockpit. I'm sure I must have. Alright, yeah, if we just go down here, fly into the asteroid. Let's line ourselves up. Maybe we'll just go directly underneath. And then I can just... Oh god, don't smashy, smashy. There we go. You good, Tortwing? Tortwing. Maybe we'll tilt you slightly up so that it collects somewhere like here. And then hopefully we can get rid of it. Okay. So, mobile base. Antenna. It's not called antenna. It's called mobile base or something. I don't even know what I called it. I don't even know why I'm looking up that. What am I doing? I'm already connected to it. Brain, I hate you. Grav shaft. Go. Yeah, pull Tortwing. Pull him. Okay, then we get rid of this. And turn everything into scrap. Whoops. On board. We could put this all back with the blueprints. Stop making scrap. Damn, make more scrap. Go. You're free. Free to face the life. Come on. Okay, we gotta tilt. No, down. There we go. All clear? Ooh, did you lose something else? Probably. Is there a part floating there? What did he lose? Gyro or a reactor? Not sure. Good news is I didn't update his blueprint. But I think it's updated enough that the parts that are missing are okay. I think the main issue was just his medium cargo containers rotated wrong in his blueprint. Okay. Yeah, I'll have to fix... Okay, we'll have to take a break from our little prototype guy there. We'll leave him like that. I'll try to get him all fixed up. And we'll look at him next episode. For now, we gotta deal with this problem we created. Instead of me doing it off camera, we'll solve it together. So, we got to fix what we did here before we put him back in. So let's do that. So we did that last time, the safety welders. And it was the on and off. Okay, so these two we set to... We decreased, so let's decrease, or extend those back out. And these... I mean, there's probably a middle ground, so I probably don't have to put it back all the way. Let's try 4.6. Sure. Okay. Don't blow it. Don't... if I had quick saved, I probably would have just reloaded instead of having to deal with this problem, to be honest. Okay. But actually, this is a legitimate issue. I made changes, and the consequences are Tortwing loses his belly. Oh, you're really far back. Maybe not. So there's so many updates we could make to this. We've got, like, screens, and... Yeah. We'll get there. Oh, come on, really? You're so close. I hate when things don't work. Let go. Now the problem is it's going to... Oh no, it didn't. Yes. And for some reason it just decided to work. Whatever. It's happy. Happy times. So we should be able to just turn on one of these. Although one of them might still be chip. We probably don't want to turn that one on. Should we check first? Nah. I'm pretty sure the first one wasn't. So that should not destroy him. You can see it's pushing a bit, and that one just backed away. But I think it's because the top one, or in reference right now, the top one pushed the ship, which caused it to go. Nope, still gonna do it again. Okay. So, what do I gotta fix to change that? Still the safety. So the one that's causing it to reverse is the one that's going. And it is only the right one at the moment. So it's this one. Not that. So it's these two. And they are back extend 4.6. So let's go... Well... No, those are supposed to be less than the off and on. That's the problem. There's your problem. So that... Oops, that was right. Oh, no, I'm screwing everything up. Oh, God. Abort. Okay, the on-off should be the smallest one. Oh, God, no. No, 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 no. Don't stop destroying, please. Oh, God, don't destroy. I should really turn them off. I don't know what I should do, actually. I have a feeling Tortwing's just gonna get destroyed here in a second. Alright, work fast. Okay, on... I just changed that one, which is the one I should not have. The reverse should be a little less than the off. So let's do that. This one should be 4.8. Okay, safety on. It's like a... Gotta, like, work as fast as you can game. Like, quick reflexes. I'm doing terribly. Okay, I think we're safe. 4.4. Okay, 4.8. That seems to be stable. Yes? Now, why don't you have... I did not hear him getting a new cargo container. Nor do I see it on the blueprint. Why is it... Ah! Aha! No blueprint? I'll load up. I still don't see a large cargo in there. Is there like a part blocking it? Still floating around? There must be. Or it's just not visually showing. Oh. Oh, that's terrible. That's just terrible. Terrible news. I don't know what happened to the projector, but I guess it wasn't. Unless that is the one I used for chip. Oh, that's terrible. Well, I should probably, stop all this from happening. Piston welders. Yeah, you guys can, oh, not the weld. No, I actually want the welders, not the pistons. Welders, repair bay. I'm still actually not seeing the welders. I just see... Well, you're done anyway. Are they called something? What did I call them? They don't have they don't have that in their name? Piston welders. No, that's the actual piston. Alright. I don't know. You'd think they'd just be called welders. They're probably one of those, aren't you? Aren't you? Repair bay welders. There you are. Oh yeah, they're not named individually. I see. You could be off now, thanks. Okay, I think I'm going to have to manually get rid of this stuff. Yeah, it's probably best. Something bad's happening. Something bad. I forgot the timer. It's trying to spit itself out. This is not going to end well. Well, maybe it will. Maybe, yeah. No, you're fine. Yeah. Thanks, Repair Bay. It'll be easier to do it out there. Appreciate the assistance with this. Oh, this thing's gonna get me killed. It's so gonna get me killed. Okay, back to work. Tortwing, what's that on your back?
Nothing. I'm sensitive. Don't talk about it.
Sorry. Terribly sorry. Alright, new approach. Going by hand is for suckers. Let's remove your growth with this, which I'm totally lined up with, right? Maybe? Oh, not too bad. There we go. Oh, yeah. Shake, shake, shake. Shake, shake, shake. Oh, this is going to be a lot harder than going by hand, isn't it? Come on, Torwing. Stabilize. What'd I say? Do it. No weldy. Just grindy. So by hand it is? Right. Very well then. Very well then. Thanks for the assist. I'll do it myself. Torchwing, I hope you know, only a true friend would grind the growths off your back for you, okay? True friend. Remember this. All better? All better. Sort of. You're still missing your innards. Okay, so that's clearly not in the right location. Oh, look down there. There's some steel plates bouncing around. Why is that? There must be some wonky gravity going on. Man, nothing's working right. Okay. Our reactors are now full. Ooh, I should turn those off. They've been sucking fuel for quite some time. Reactors? Reactors? Stop taking the uranium. I'm sure you've taken it all, but that's okay. Alright. So, projector. So, how about I say so one more time? I'm pretty sure it's the welder one. Build progress 0 out of 6. That's not right. Come on. There's some there. Whoop, whoop. Good. Wait, is he upside down? I can't remember. No, he's right side up. He's just rotate around. So forward. Doot, doot, doot. Oh, it looks like he's off left and right too, maybe. And you can look here, I guess, too. I learned from the Mind Crackers. As you get lower, chances are you're in the right spot. I don't know. Doesn't seem to be helping me out any, but I'm incompetent. Competency at its finest. Ha! Alright, well, I'm close. I'll get it all the way. I don't see a problem. Looks perfect. Flawless. Flawless. There we go. Now it just says 1 large cargo and 3 armor blocks. I think we're safe to go back in. Okay. Alright, repair bay. Sensors have been fixed. I assume you're in an accepting mode where I can fly up, and you will take me into your arms and hug me with lasers of welders, laser welders. Alright. Well, yeah, we lost a bunch of material probably, but that's okay. So in the next episode, guys, we are going to go back to our little grinder there. I don't know what we should call him. The tool shake's going to be probably an issue with him too, so he's going to be shaking around while he's working. But hopefully that won't cause any issues, but we'll find out. He's going to be our prototype, so we'll work and tweak him, try to get something that works, and then when we do, we'll pretty him up and all that kind of stuff, or rebuild him with what we've learned in mind. But for now, I think we've run out of time. Torchwing took some beatings. Good. Sensors stopped. So we should not do what we did, but I might be able to tweak it a little bit to get him closer in, but not so close that it breaks his cargo. Bad repair bay. Bad. Alright guys, see you next time.